Happy Tuesday, water signs. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I feel like you guys are forgetting that you guys are in charge of your life and you're the one who gets to like make the decisions about things. And you guys like need to take control again. It's like you guys let certain situations get out of control and you just sit back and like watch and twiddle your thumbs. Which I'm not quite comprehending why we're doing this. You guys keep running into situations like that have resistance or run into dead ends all the time, and then when it finally comes down to it and there's a loss or an ending, you're like, okay, well, that really wasn't my fault. Well, you could have prevented some of this shit. Like, really, you could have, changed the routes. You could have, acknowledged what was happening and prevented some of this shit, especially when it comes to like work situations. I'm seeing like you have leadership roles, so you could have changed and prevented a lot of this shit, and you feel it, like you can feel shit's going awry, but you choose to just sit back and somebody else kind of stepped up to the plate, so I'm just gonna let this shit ride out. Why? And then when it finally hits that wall, then you're like, it's just a loss. The fuck? So now it's time to actually start over fucking again. So you need to make some sort of a commitment and a plan to your fucking self, because you need to invest in your fucking self. Like, come on, let's invest in ourselves and what we know we can do and stick to the fucking program for once. Like, does this mean that, we're changing behaviors, walking away from certain people? Like, what is the plan here? Are we going to be deceived by people and we're just going to like sit back and like pretend like we didn't see what the fuck was going on? Or what are we doing this time? And watch how you word stuff to people sometimes, because sometimes you word it like you're actually dumb or make them feel like they're less than. And that's not fair either. 222 on the clock, guys. Do you need to make it a competition for yourself so you'll actually show up and participate? Like, what do you need to do so that you can actually win in the end and show up for yourself? Like, come on, guys. Like, you know better. There could be way more wins for yourself in so many other areas versus to just sit back and pretend like you don't know what's happening. Because you do know what's happening. Somebody's going to come forward too with some sort of like information for you. And I feel like it's going to involve a female. It might be a fire sign too. And this information is going to like kind of throw you for a loop. And some of it might be pertaining to these work situations. And then you're going to be like, oh yeah, I kind of knew that. Well, then why didn't you do anything about it? Because sooner or later, this stuff's going to start falling back on you too. Happy Tuesday, guys.